Hello. Today I want to touch on one of the postures that's in the Tai Chi Form called Eagle Spreads Its Wings, also sometimes called White Crane Spreads Its Wings, and has many interesting layers of meaning and application. So to look at any position, you always want to look from the ground up. So we're going to start with our feet, and we're going to think about putting our weight to one foot. So I'm going to bring all my weight to my right foot, and then I can pick up my left foot, and it can be empty. I'm going to put it more in front of me than to the side, and just put the arch of the foot up so the ball of the foot goes down. And I have what's called in karate a cat stance, and we're going to call this the crane stance for now. So I'm going to stand here like this. My weight's on my right foot. I'm going to do a circle with my left hand by drawing it up to the side of my head and coming around and down. And just do that circle a couple times. So it goes around like this. But in the posture, what we do is we come up and we come down and we stop just past the outside of the knee in the front here. So one more time, the circle would rise up, come across, and come back down to the outside of the knee. But we're also doing a circle with the right hand. So that was the left. Now forget about the left, think about the right, and do a circle this way. So as we're doing this circle, the pausing happens on the high point up by the side of the head here. So the end posture is left hand down, right hand up. And the way they work together is this. Left hand up, as it comes down, right hand up, and then they both spread apart, which is the bird, the wings of the bird being spread open, and then you go into the posture. So this is a very important technique in terms of its multi-layered dynamics. One dynamic is the weight shifting to the side, which could happen on either side. And then there's one circle with one hand and another circle with the other hand, and you get a very dynamic range of possibilities. And so because we always teach Tai Chi with an application of movement in mind, here are some very basic ideas on what's going on here and how they relate to application, the self-defense application. The first thing is, if he comes from, a little bit right there, if he comes from there and he just tries to grab me with his right hand, and I shift to the side on one foot, I get off the line of attack. So that's helpful in just the positioning of the stance. But remember I said that the first circle we talked about with the left, so if he tries to grab me with the right again, and I go here, I clear that arm around. I got a way of completely controlling that trajectory of that movement as it comes in. And that can be with a grab or a punch. You can throw a punch, and I can control the punch and come down, and then the arm comes up for various reasons. So that's this circle. This circle is also the same idea. It's a clearing, blocking motion. So this time if he punches with his left hand, I go this way and around and create a circle here. And that means that we can start to put these things together in various ways. You could go right punch, or you could go left punch, right punch. And that is just these two circles. But the form's giving us so much more than that. It's also showing that one hand is down, one hand is up, exemplifying the concept of yin and yang, where yin is the down one, coming down, and yang is the one that's rising, going up, creating a balance between the two polar opposites. And this is important. If he tries to grab with two hands, I can push one down and one up. And not only that, I'm connected to both of them in this posture, so if anything else happens, I'm ready to respond to it. But now, thank you for your help, just 1 second. Now, I've established what the basis of this is, and it sets up an opportunity to turn things around. So the attack comes in, you don't get hurt, and you're in a position to come back. And without getting too much detail about what that means, it's another example of yin and yang. When you receive an attack, that's yin. You're taking something and receiving it, and then it does turn around, and that is the nature of all Tai Chi movements. So without getting into too much complexity, here's a couple ideas on how that could look. Up again, please. Thank you. This is a right-left punching. So we go 1, 2. My right hand now is up above the corner of his left eye. Here is a very intimidating spot. All I got to do is lower my hand, and it's in a very bad place for him, and it's on the inside of the hand. So that's a very easy way to counter that. The other thing that this leads to, though, that's really interesting on a more advanced level, is if you just do a right hand, is if I just wrap the arm, right? I just wrap the arm. That creates its own types of applications. But as I said, this is more of a setup position, thank you for your help, in which you're setting up for something else. And it occurs in many different arts. It occurs in karate, it occurs in weaponry, and it occurs in jiu-jitsu and all kinds of other places where you separate up to down. And that's all contained in one posture in the Tai Chi Form. Thank you for your time.